Hi everyone. Today I'll be presenting our research Stealth Eye Behavioral Analysis for Fileless Malware Detection. Our paper ID is 252. And this is our team. Our supervisor is Mr. Kavinga Yapa and our co-supervisor is Ms. Ayesha Vijay Surya. And this is our team. Today I'll be discussing these topics under our research. To start off, fileless malware is a type of malicious software that doesn't use traditional executable files. Instead, it operates in memory, making it harder to detect using standard signature-based methods. To counter this, our focus is on behavior analysis monitoring system activity in real time to identify suspicious patterns. These threats typically enter systems through phishing emails, by exploiting vulnerabilities, or via web-based attacks. The core issue we address is the ineffectiveness of traditional security systems in detecting fileless malware. Since this malware type lives in memory and uses legitimate system tools, it easily evades conventional detection techniques. That's why there is a growing need for real-time behavioral analysis and memory monitoring. These methods focus on detecting abnormal behavior rather than rely on static signatures, making them more effective against fileless threats. Our main objective is to build a comprehensive detection system specifically designed for fileless malware. We aim to achieve this by implementing real-time behavioral analysis combined with memory monitoring, allowing us to detect threats based on how they behave in the system rather than relying on traditional methods. To achieve our main goal, we've identified and selected several sub-objectives. These include accurately detecting different types of fileless malware such as fileless ransomware, fileless spyware, fileless trojans, and fileless red light stealer. Alongside this, we aim to implement real-time monitoring and alerting mechanisms to ensure threats are identified and responded to as quickly as possible. This is our system diagram. Our system is built upon an endpoint agent that continuously monitors system behavior and extracts real-time snapshots every 60 seconds. These snapshots are analyzed using four machine learning models and each trained specifically for a different type of fileless malware. The models classify system behavior as either benign or malicious, allowing for real-time threat detection and mitigation. Our detection methodology consists of following stages: real-time data collection, feature extraction and pre-processing, supervised learning-based classification, and real-time threat detection and alerts. Moving on to our first individual component, which is detecting fileless redline stealer. Traditional methods like static analysis often fail to capture the behavioral activity of malware that operates entirely in memory, such as fileless redline stealer. Static analysis, which examines code and file structures, provides limited insights as this malware does not leave physical traces. Similarly, dynamic analysis, which monitors processes during execution, struggles to detect evasive tactics such as code injections and process hollowing, techniques commonly used by uh, the fileless redline stealer to evade detection. This highlights the research gap in developing advanced dynamic analysis methods capable of capturing in-memory execution and evasive behaviors without relying on file-based artifacts. To address that, we have selected these parameters to detect fileless redline stealer. Moving on to our second individual component, which is fileless ransomware detection. Current detection techniques often rely on tracking changes in system files or monitoring registry activity. However, fileless ransomware operates entirely in memory, bypassing these traditional detection mechanisms. Previous researchers has explored behavioral analysis, but these methods often fail to capture the full scope of fileless ransomware's stealthy encryption methods and process manipulation. The key research gap here is developing comprehensive behavioral analysis tools that can detect suspicious system activities like registry entries, network communication, and unusual system actions without relying on file-based indicators. We need methods that can identify these behaviors in real time to prevent widespread damage. To address this research gap, we have selected these behavioral parameters to detect fileless ransomware. Moving on to our third individual component, which is detection of fileless spyware. Fileless spyware is designed to operate without leaving files behind, making it particularly challenging to detect. Traditional detection approaches such as analyzing browser helper objects and registry entries often miss evasive spyware behaviors. This gap underscores the need for an approach that combines static and dynamic analysis methods to detect spyware's in-memory activities. Behavior-based monitoring is essential here to identify spyware's subtle actions that remain undetected by conventional signature-based systems. Behavioral monitoring needs to evolve to track user activity and system-level behavior, capturing suspicious patterns that signal the presence of fileless spyware. To address this research gap, we have selected the following behavioral parameters to detect fileless spyware. Moving on to our fourth individual component, which is fileless Trojan detection. These types of malware often escape detection because they don't leave any files behind and instead execute entirely in memory. The challenge here is that traditional detection systems rely on file-based indicators which fileless Trojans don't use. Recent work has focused on memory forensics and machine learning, but there remains a significant gap in creating a comprehensive detection framework that integrates static analysis, dynamic analysis, machine learning, and signature-based methods. This framework needs to analyze system behavior such as process injection and privilege escalation without relying on file-based traces. Additionally, the framework must support real-time detection without overburdening system resources, ensuring that threats are identified promptly and effectively. To address this research gap, we have selected these behavioral parameters to detect fileless Trojans. For our research, we have used two datasets taken from the Kaggle. The first one is the CIC Malmem 2022 and the second one is Windows malware. For detection, we used a random forest model which we fine-tuned with hyperparameters like a max depth of 15 and 200 estimators. As you can see, the metrics the model achieved an accuracy about 86.3% with a weighted precision of 87.4%. The confusion matrix shows that it performed well in correctly identifying both benign and malicious samples. Overall, the model gives a strong balance between precision and recall, making it suitable for real-time detection. Here we have broken down each model's performance by each specific fileless malware types. These results show that our models can effectively differentiate between multiple types of fileless threats with high accuracy. And this is our system demonstration. First, we have to install the endpoint agent in endpoint devices. This is the installation part. And you can see this is a sample of snapshots which we are taking every 60 seconds from a system using the endpoint agent. And that the snapshot is analyzed by the machine learning model which integrates with the endpoint agent, and the and the prediction is given and sent through the secure file transfer protocol to the admin's device. To ensure that Stealth AI can serve a wide range of organizations, we have proposed a tiered commercialization model. Starting with the basic package for small businesses, we provide essential detection and monitoring tools at an affordable price. The standard package adds more capacity and premium support for mid-sized organizations. Finally, the premium package is designed for large enterprises requiring robust, scalable protection with full support. This model ensures our solution is accessible, adaptable, and sustainable in real-world deployment. Thank you for listening, and if you have any question, please free to contact us via these email addresses. Thank you.